Hezbollah, of course, we mentioned the threats of action if the ceasefire isn't put back into place. Iran, of course, is always a player when it comes to Hezbollah and Lebanon. How might this affect how they see things, how Iran sees things, how Iran is involved? And also, could this escalate into a broader crisis across the Middle East?
Well, it is no secret to anybody that Iran has used Hezbollah and the people who were affiliated with Hezbollah for its own agenda. And that's why we as parliamentarians who do not approve of this, we call on Hezbollah to rejoin the building of the state, to put the benefit of Lebanon before the benefits of Iran, because we need to rally around the government. We need to build a strong state in order for the diplomatic negotiations lead to a permanent stop of the violations and permanent ceasefire and peace. So Hezbollah does not have the luxury anymore to really do what it used to do, because for the longest time, since 2006 or even before, since 2000 until now, nothing as positive has come up from the affiliation with Iran. In the contrary, what we have seen is destructions in 2006 and even further and more destruction now. This is not a good strategy to Lebanon at all. We want Hezbollah to remain a political party that will help the other political parties to build the state of Lebanon, to build for the sake of the Lebanese people, regardless of the differences that we might have in the political overview. All of these differences, once we have goodwill of building a state and caring for the Lebanese people, we can resolve them over negotiations and discussion. As long as we all are putting the Lebanon's sovereignty and the Lebanon's benefit first, I think all of the other differences can be overcome. But once we are affiliated or implementing foreign politics on our territory, I think this is not something that we should accept or can accept, and we are definitely going to fight it till the end.
Now, one of the things that has become apparent during this conflict is that UNIFIL has big challenges in maintaining peace. Are there reforms or strategies that could be implemented to make peacekeeping efforts more effective in the current situation?
I think the UNIFIL has been caught in the fire in between all of these chaotic and firing conflicts. They have been doing a marvelous job. They have been helping on the ground. They have been trying to keep the security and the peace along the border. All they need is that the international community be much higher, much vocal about who is attacking the UNIFIL security forces, because we really need to protect them. They are putting their lives on jeopardy and for the sake of the Lebanese people and the Israeli people. So if Israel is violating the ceasefire and attacking the UNIFIL, I think the international community needs to be highly vocal about this and condemn those acts. And at the same time, if the Lebanese people or any armed forces inside Lebanon is also attacking UNIFIL, I call and I hope the international community will call it as such, as highly, as vocally as they can as well. So we definitely, or all the international communities and our community and all the borders community need to protect the UNIFIL, because without them, I think it will be even more difficult to reach a peace agreement.
And I wanted to ask you, how are the Lebanese people reacting to these new strikes by Israel and the potential of renewed violence?
Well, I think it depends on who you talk to, but most of the people have had enough. I think 1 year of war and destruction is more than enough for people to feel tired, to feel really anxious and for their future and for the future of their kids and even for the safety of their loved ones. We are all very tired. We need to start building. We need to start seeing positive build-up of the state. And this is what most of the Lebanese people are hoping to see. And that's why when the President Joseph Aoun was elected and the Prime Minister was assigned, the hopes were so high. The people on the streets were like smiling. They felt like the relief, and they felt that the hope of building a government has finally come. And they do hope that this hope and the works continues to be done so that people can go on with their lives and do their own business.
And are those smiles still there for the new government? You've mentioned several times during our conversation that people should rally around the government. Is that hope for President Aoun's government still there?
Yes, a lot of people have a high trust in the president and in the prime minister. There are difficulties. Let's not forget that the country has been left to fetch for the corrupt for about 30 years. It's not easy to really circumvent the corruption over 1 or 2 weeks or even month. So we understand that things are going to take time. The reform is not going to be just a flip of a coin. It's going to also take time, but we are all convinced that the two leaders in the country are the right leaders to move us forward.
And just finally, Syria, of course, is also quite fragile at the moment. Would renewed violence between Hezbollah and Israel perhaps destabilize neighboring countries too?
We refuse to have renewed violence between Hezbollah and Israel. Hezbollah must turn in all its weaponry to the Lebanese armed forces. They have no right to initiate any war on their own, singularly. And this has been emphasized in the statement the president has done during his election and also in the cabinet statement once it was discussed with the parliament. So this is not an option that we would accept, and we need to push, and we are pushing so that Hezbollah turn in all its weaponry to the government and to the Lebanese armed forces.